I've gone from making over $30,000 a month to making $0 and even being behind on my car payment to now where I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life. And this is what I would do if I lost everything over again. I'm going to show you exactly how I went and how you can too go from making $0 to making over $1 million a year. And this is starting from zero, genuinely starting from zero. I'm going to show you the exact framework that you should be using if you're starting from zero today and what I would do if I was starting from zero again today. So starting from scratch, we're looking right at here at starting from zero. Okay, everyone wants to make $1 million. My brand, supplement brand, has now done over $1 million in sales, and this is exactly what I would do to get to there now. Number one, we're gonna start out by starting with TikTok Shop Affiliate. You'll be thinking, well, I don't want to make videos. Get over it. Who cares? You need to get uncomfortable, and this is how you get good at being uncomfortable. No one wants to sit in front of a camera and make 3 videos a day for every day, but I'm telling you, if you do, it's the fastest way to make over $10,000 a month without any money. That's the best thing about TikTok Shop is you do not have to start with any capital. You can grow an account to over 5,000 followers, or you can buy one for like 200, 300 bucks. In my opinion, it's the lowest barrier of entry business model to get into. And it's actually, in my opinion, also the most underutilized. There's so many people that aren't taking advantage of this opportunity right now, especially young boys and girls. So if you are in this space and you do want to get started, make sure to pay attention. Number one, with TikTok Shop Affiliate, I mentioned you have to have over 5,000 followers. That's how you become eligible for a shop account. But once you get that done, now you need to start buying some products. My number one opinion for this is just buy products that are already going viral. Don't try to start something new. Don't try to start a product that has 0 units sold or under 1,000 units sold. Start with the products that are already going viral or maybe just starting to go viral. The best way you find this is use softwares like Calidata, or just by scrolling your For You page and seeing what's doing well, what's popping up on your For You page. The fastest way to become successful as a TikTok Shop affiliate is going to be posting 3 times a day. This is the fastest way to do it, okay? Then if you post 3 times a day, every single day for the entire month, you'll have over 90 posts, okay? That is an absurd amount of posts, and one of those are bound to go viral, especially if you're making good content. Second thing you're going to do is find a group of people. I recommend finding a TikTok Shop affiliate community. There are thousands of communities out there online that have that teach you for $50 a month, $100 a month, or even free, that you can just get around other affiliates. This is the number one key to success when you're starting a business like this, is you want to be around other people that are doing the same thing as you. It's the fastest way to get fast feedback, and fast feedback means you get better a lot faster. So definitely get a group of people around you, start sending videos to them, start getting feedback, and start sharing and taking other examples from the videos examples from them. So do that. Next is going to be don't give up. You do not want to give up too early on this business model. There are so many people that get to, everyone's seen the meme of the miner digging and trying to get to the diamond, and there's the top and the bottom version, the one person that keeps digging and that gets to it, and then the other person that stops digging right before. This is what I genuinely think about affiliate. I think that if you just keep posting long enough, you will 1000% hit the diamonds or hit a viral video. All you need is one viral video to make thousands of dollars. Once you do that, that's where we get to this. You want to save $6,000 to $8,000. This is the starting range of what you need to get into the next business model. The next business model I'll get into in a second, but this is the best thing to do. Look, this was a 1-day screenshot. This person did $4,000 in GMV and $554. This person is my wife. My wife did $4,000 in GMV, $555 in commission in 1 day. This is so easy. It happens that quickly, and it's not a joke. Like, genuinely, one video can do this. If you have this happen 1, 2, 3 times a month, and it is absurd. Or even, if it happens over the span of 3 months, it still is enough money for you to start saving up. So save about $6,000 to $8,000, and then we're gonna move to the next business model. The next business model is gonna be what you just learned, but on the shop side. So the whole goal here is we're gonna want to get to launching your own private label brand. This, in my opinion, right now with TikTok Shop is the #1 way to build wealth quickly. It doesn't take much capital, it doesn't take much time, but it is the #1 ROI of your time in the market right now. This is like the golden age of Amazon, the golden age of Facebook ads. I think this is the best opportunity we have right now. And so this is what we're gonna be doing next. So we're gonna be researching. So while you're still doing affiliate, now that you've saved about 6 to 8K, you're not done. I still want you posting 3 videos a day. I still want you growing. I still want you focusing. Next, you're gonna be, while you're doing that, you're gonna be doing research for a new product. So while you're making videos, you're gonna be looking for ideas, okay? You're gonna be looking at trends, either Google Trends or trends on TikTok or trends on Instagram, whatever, okay? You're gonna be looking for search volume. Search volume is super important. If you see a viral video, odds are the search volume on Google Trends went up on that topic the video is about, or, you know, odds are the search volume on Amazon went up. There are a ton of tools like Helium 10 and Data Dive that will show you the volume search or the search volume on Amazon, which typically correlates 1-to-1 with TikTok. So if you see a viral video on TikTok, odds are, especially if it's a shoppable video, you'll see a spike in search volume on Amazon that same day. So be very attentive to looking for products in these like volume growth spurts, right? So that's super important. The big thing here, guys, is look for a problem, right? Look for in your daily life and other people's lives, look at what people are complaining about. Maybe you see a viral video and you see that someone complains about the taste of this capsule that you're promoting. Well, if you continue to see that same complaint about taste, well, then you know you can improve on the taste on that product and make a superior product. So that's why we're looking at reviews. We're looking at reviews, comment sections, looking everywhere we can to find more information about the product. So go to your Amazon competitors, go to, you know, Amazon or comments, everything that you can to get more real life feedback on products or ideas. You're going to learn a lot faster and you're going to progress much faster. So final thing here is, let's say you finally have an idea. Let's say you want to do a yoga mat, or let's say you want to do a berberine supplement. We'll use that one. You're gonna do a berberine supplement. Well, what does berberine do? Well, it works with a lot of diabetic people. And so what would I be doing? Well, I'm gonna go find all the Facebook groups that have a lot of diabetic people. So there's like diabetic focused Facebook groups. Go in those groups, make posts, ask questions about your product idea. You could even say, hey, I'm looking to make a berberine product. Has anyone tried it? What was your experience? What were your complaints? Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Or you can make a post and be like, hey, I'm looking at trying berberine. What is everyone's personal experience and suggestions? You can start getting feedback that way. There are 1,000 other ways to do it, but Facebook groups are one of the #1 underutilized resources when it comes to product research. There's so much valuable information in these groups, because these are real customers. These are your customers that are purchasing the product that you should be hearing from. So make sure you do that. Here's an example. You know, one person said they're taking 4 Benadryl to sleep. I took 2 of these and I've slept a solid 8 hours. That's a golden nugget. That is what you want to see from a review. So like, you know, we want to find a way to replicate results like this. Okay. Next, after you found your product, after you've gotten feedback, figured out manufacturing, all of this is simple. I have plenty of videos on that. You can find these videos anywhere. Once you get that done, now you're gonna launch on TikTok, okay? This is where your first skill set comes in handy. You became a TikTok Shop affiliate, not just because you can make easy bread on it, but to fund your next venture, which is gonna be owning a private label brand, okay? As a private label brand owner, your #1 source of revenue is videos posted, okay? And so what you need to do is you need to be posting your own product now. So ideally, you picked a product that is in your niche of something you can promote and talk about. So if it's a berberine supplement, well, you need to come up with stories about berberine, whether it's true or whether it's not true. You need to be utilizing your skill, which is affiliate, and you need to be making videos on that product, okay? Next is the same thing. I reference find a group of people up here, right? Well, you need to be calling in favors to those group of people, okay? All of this stuff links, all of it goes right back to each other. So make sure you're reaching out to all the friends, family, anyone that you put on game or worked with when it came to TikTok Shop affiliate. Call them those favors, ask them to make videos, tell them your vision, tell them that you're the brand owner, that you need people to help you, and odds are they'll help you with no extra complaints. So great. Last thing here is when you're launching on TikTok, the #1 thing you need to remember is the number of videos posted directly correlate with the amount of GMV that you generate or revenue that you generate. So think about it as an input equals output. The more you do, the more you get out. The more videos that are posted, the more money that you get out of the machine. It is a money printing machine, this business is, so you need to make sure you think about it that way. Inputs, outputs. I'll leave it at that. Next is once you've utilized TikTok, right, we're going to move on to the halo effect, which is using your virality on TikTok to now convert on other channels. You remember I mentioned earlier that I said Amazon and TikTok have a 1-to-1 conversion rate, basically. So if, you know, you see sales on TikTok, you'll typically start to see a spike on Amazon. Same thing on the brand side. You want to be taking advantage of Amazon and making sure that your product is listed there, making sure that you are ready to scale on Amazon, Walmart, Shopify, whatever other platform you can be on. Make sure that it's accessible reproducible and easy to find from your consumers and your customers. This is the number one effect that people don't take advantage of, because they launch on TikTok, they get all this virality, but they don't convert it elsewhere. They're losing customers because some people don't trust TikTok. Some people don't trust these platforms. So some people just won't trust Amazon. Some people want the 2-day shipping. There are a million different reasons I can come up with why people don't want to shop on TikTok, but we're not gonna let that stop us. We want to make sure we're utilizing Amazon, Walmart, all the other platforms. Next in the halo effect is reinvesting. So as you start to sell out on TikTok, as you start to sell out on Amazon, you make sure all that inventory and all of your money is being reinvested back into the business. That's super, super vital to success in this business model, because if you don't reinvest, you don't have the right cash flow, you choke out your sales. You do not want to sell out. That is the number one issue when I see people launch brands, is that they sell out quickly and they run out of juice. They run out of cash flow because they're waiting on a payout. If you have to get a credit card, get a credit card. I'm not recommending you getting into debt, but I'm recommending that you be financially literate when it comes to cash flow. There are ways to get cash flow figured out, so make sure you do that. Next, with the halo effect, you want to be launching new SKUs. After you have some success with your first SKU, you're 3 to 4 months in, you're sold out of your first couple batches, you can start launching new products. You're going to start adding a SKU number 2, SKU number 3, 4, whether that's product variations, size variations, whether it's just a whole new line, whatever it is, you want to be adding new products. Very, very few products exit or sell as a one product store. You need to be adding other reoccurring revenue, especially with TikTok, because there's internally a rumor that TikTok only has a 3/4 shelf life. So that means every 3 quarters in the year, there's 4 quarters. So every 9 months, they start pulling away resources from the product, right? So don't let that happen to you. Make sure you stay in stock and make sure that you're launching new products. That way you don't have that happen. Next, the last thing here is you want to be thinking long-term. It's super important that you think long-term here, okay? This business model is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Now, affiliate model, you can get rich quick. 1000%. You can make dumb money in matters of seconds or months or days. But this long-term brand building that I'm trying to lead y'all to is 1000% not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a business model that you have to pour into, and then one day it is going to pay you out so heavily, you'll be so thankful you did. So you need to keep that in mind. You need to think about this exit multiple, okay? I tell everyone to think about a 3 to 5 year long lifespan at a minimum. Ideally, you want to think 10 years ahead. Think about this business model as you're locked into doing this for the next 10 years. No other option. So do that, okay? Make sure that's what you're prioritizing on, is that this is something that is long-term, not quick, not something that you're just, trying to do for the summer. This is your long-term goal. Same thing leads me to the next point of not getting distracted. I see so many people get shiny object syndrome, right? Or the woman in the red dress. Do not get this. It is so bad for people to start a business model and then get distracted because they see their friend reselling on Amazon, or their friend crushing it in crypto, or whatever it is. You do not want to fall into that trap of just chasing what's viral or what's doing well at the moment. If you stick with something for long enough, it will 100% succeed. Inputs, outputs. It goes across every business model. I genuinely believe that if you do this business model for 5 to 10 years, that you will be able to exit from 7, 8, crazy amount of multiple figures. So just do not give up. Make sure you think long-term. Don't get distracted, and stay in this, guys. I've been able to build this business model so quickly, and it has changed my life, genuinely changed my life. So I hope that this video inspires you to. This teaches you that you don't need to feel like you are lost. You can start from $0 and build this into $1 million business. I've done this in under a year. I believe that you can too. I'm not some extraordinary person. I'm a normal guy that just works hard, stays disciplined, and doesn't get distracted. That is what the key to this is focusing and staying focused and doing the inputs to receive the outputs, and making sure that you're not leaving too quick. Delayed gratification. I mean, I sound like a beaten horse here, but this is all the truth. I can't continue to say it enough. So guys, if this was helpful, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Drop me any comments, questions that you have, and I'll get to you in the next one. Hope this was helpful. Hope this inspired you to start your own brand and your own journey. And I believe in you. I know that you can do this. So make sure you stick around, come to the next video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.